The engine coughed its last breath as the dusty truck rolled to a stop. Ethan sat in silence. Just the creak of the pine trees, the ticking of the engine, and a mountain breeze slipping through the cracked window. He was finally here, at the edge of nowhere. The kind of nowhere people talked about but never visited. One gas station in 30 miles. No service, no signals, no expectations. And that was the point. He stepped out, boots crunching the gravel. The cabin stood just ahead, wood-worn, unpainted but standing. He'd bought it sight unseen. A one-line ad in the back of a printed newspaper his dad used to read. Off-grid cabin, cheap, needs someone who won't leave. That last part stuck with him. The air smelled like pine, cold water, and something Ethan hadn't felt in years. Stillness. He'd been a graphic designer, or at least tried to be. Worked in some downtown glass box with foosball and therapy goats and Friday gratitude huddles. He was good at pretending to care, until his father died, until his fiancée left, until his mind got too loud and no one noticed. In this place, there was no one to notice. He spent the first week cleaning, patching leaks, fixing the door so it wouldn't swing open every time the wind said hello. He burned old logs and brewed coffee on a rusty percolator. Nights were cold. The stars, brutal in their honesty. You couldn't lie to yourself up here. The mountains didn't let you. Each evening, he sat on the porch and watched them glow, the peaks soaking up the last fire of the day, like a memory they weren't ready to let go of. And for reasons he couldn't explain, he felt safe. Like the mountains had seen worse, held worse, survived worse. He started to draw again, not for clients, not for money, just to feel his hand move without purpose. Mountains, trees, the light, his dad's face from memory, his fiancée's smile the way it used to be before life got tight around the edges. One day, he hiked beyond the trailhead. No GPS. Just instinct and an old paper map pinned to the cabin wall. After 3 hours, he found the lake. Quiet as sleep, tucked between ridges like a secret. He sat there for hours, shoes off, toes in the freezing water. Then he heard the footsteps. Slow, cautious. Not a bear, not a hunter. A woman, mid-50s maybe, stood a few yards away, holding a fishing rod and a thermos. "You're in my spot," she said plainly. Ethan blinked, then laughed softly. "Guess I'll move." She shook her head and walked past him. "Stay. Just don't talk too much." Her name was Lou. Lived up here all her life. Ran a bakery in the town below before her husband died. Now she baked for herself, hiked to this lake every Wednesday, and never missed a sunset. They didn't say much that first day, or the next. But every week, she showed up. And slowly, words began to fill the space between them. She asked what he was running from. He asked how long grief lasted. She didn't answer either. But she handed him a piece of bread once, still warm, and that was enough. Months passed. Ethan planted a garden, fixed the chimney, started painting with oils. He sent a letter to his mother, hadn't spoken in years. No reply yet, but he wrote again. He didn't plan on going back, not to the city, not to the version of himself he left behind. Sometimes you don't heal by moving forward. Sometimes you heal by going quiet, by letting the world shrink around you until it fits again. One evening, sitting on the porch, sketchbook in hand, he watched the mountains glow like they always did. But this time, he saw it differently. The light didn't fight the dark. It blended with it. The glow wasn't about the sun. It was about the letting go. And Ethan finally did. Not all stories end with closure. Some just settle, quietly. where the mountains glow.